y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returnee here, but if you're just seeing me for the first time, you're so welcome. Hi, my name is Chantel and I am a YouTuber based in Nigeria. I put out videos here 3 times a week, every Tuesdays, every Thursdays and every Sunday, but this is a different week. This is actually my everyday upload for a week and this marks the end of it. This is day 8. I am so excited about that. If you like what you see already, please do well to subscribe by clicking on that button that spells subscribe on the right hand side and the bell icon that shows up after, so you are notified each time I post a new video. I also have a direct link to my subscription button in my description box, so you might want to check that out as well. Thank you so much and let's just begin today's video. Today's video is actually me giving you tips on how not to go broke this lockdown period. I actually got this idea from a subscriber, Soti. So hey girl, thank you for this idea. It came in clutch for me at this time because I was kind of looking for what to film that would make much sense. I had another video option, but once you gave me this idea, I just had to jump on it, and here I am filming it per your request. So this brings me to say that if you have any idea of videos that you want me to film, my DM is always open on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should do well to do so by now. I leave it on the screen. Anywhere you see Chantel I am, just follow me there, and yeah, we'll take it up from there. This pandemic has hit the whole world like so badly, from people losing their jobs to people running out of where to live and what to eat. It's been crazy all over the world. For me, the key to surviving it is just to downsize to a more frugal lifestyle. I'm just going to give you guys quick tips on how you can make that happen even from your home, regardless of where you stay, be it Nigeria or anywhere around the world, because things are really hard and everybody needs to adjust. Like everybody, every Tom, Dick and Harry, no matter your class in life, whether you're high class, middle class or low class, you just have to do this. To start, it's always a good idea to go through your monthly income and expenses and know the items that are discretionary or not. I'm just going to explain what that means. What I mean by discretionary items are things that are wants, in simple terms, things that you can do without. So once you identify those things, the next thing is to eliminate them altogether and just keep the items that you know are necessary for you and your family, that if you have one, to make it through this period of time. Start by listing out your income and your expenditure, so it helps you know where everything has been going, like whatever you spend your money on in the past and in the present. Just list them out in a tabular form where you can see, be it on your phone or on a paper. It'll help you eliminate things that are wasteful. Basically, food consumes a lot of money, so for us to downsize when it comes to food, it's just knowing the necessary types of food that we need. I'm just going to start with that. For instance, in my house, normally when we cook jollof rice has to come with stew and a protein of choice. Sometimes 2 or 3 proteins will be in the same pot. You have to fry plantain, you have to do salad sometimes, so it's a full 4-course meals most times in my house. But during this period, we have cut down in the sense that jollof rice is just with jollof rice and maybe a protein, but there's no stew and there's no plantain anymore, because now plantain is really expensive. The other day I went to the market, a bunch of plantain that you normally buy for 1,500 now goes for 6,500, which ain't nobody got time for that. So we have cut down in that regard. So if you're like us, that you like to live life when it comes to your food, you might have to rethink that and cut down on things that are not necessary. So now everybody eats jollof rice and you are full. You don't feel deprived of the fact that, oh, you're not having salad or you're not having stew or you're not having plantain. You just eat that because you need to be filled up. You don't need it because you want to show that everything is all merry in your house, in simple terms. Secondly, don't buy things for the sake of buying. For instance, there are homes that they have water, they have soda, they have juice, they have all sorts, they have yogurt, they have ice creams in their freezer. This is not the time to buy things like that. Just buy things that are necessary in your house. For health's sake, I would even advise that you just buy water and put in your house. Let go of all the sodas, all the ice cream, all the yogurt, all the juice that you and your family have been used to for the longest time, because you will save a lot of money when you let go of things like that. Just get the necessary things that you know that, yeah, without this I cannot survive, that being water. Number 3, when you buy, learn how to store things properly. For homes that do bulk buy like mine, I know that we store things a lot better than so many houses that don't even do bulk buy. For instance, you get yam and you cut yam and do make for lunch. The remaining yam, some people just dump it on the floor, and you have cockroaches and rats and different things feasting on them. Sometimes they even just go sour and go bad, and you throw them away. So you can always store your yams in the freezer. You can store your gari in the freezer. You can store bread in the freezer. Yes, even though it gets blocked, when you're about eating it, you put it in an oven or a microwave just to soften it a lot, and it will come back to being as fresh as it was when you first bought it. So learn how to store things properly. Don't just buy things in bulk or buy things sparingly and just keep them there, because we cannot waste any kobo this period. Okay, next point is reduce eating out. If there's anything that removes money from someone's purse in this life, it is eating out. Because once you calculate the fact that you go to, say, let me use Chicken Republic for example, and you get chicken, you get rice, you get drinks, at the end of the day you're spending like 1,600 to 2,000 naira. If you put that, you can cook a pot of stew comfortably. If you buy meat of 800, you buy tomato, you buy pepper, you can cook a meal that will last you 2 days. They're using it for a meal that you just eat for one meal per day, like your lunch or your breakfast, and when it comes to dinner or the other one that you missed, you have to cook something again or even buy something. So if you calculate it, at the end of the day, you'll be spending like 4,000 to 5,000 on just eating out, which doesn't make any sense, because most companies have downsized this period. So many people do not have jobs anymore, and even those that have the jobs, they slash their salaries. Some of them are just taking home their basic, some of them are taking 50% of their basic. So yeah, you have to think twice before doing things like this. This period is the time where food outlets and restaurants are cashing out, because they are delivering food here and there every day. But use your sense and know that these people are cashing off you, and yeah, you don't need that right now. You just need to live a more frugal lifestyle, and when things normalize, we can always go back to supporting businesses like that. No offense to anybody that does food business, but yeah, you just have to see it from the angle of the customer and know that this money is not being replaced from anywhere this period. The next on my list is cutting down utility. So if you're in Nigeria here and you use the prepaid meter, this is for you. I know that in other parts of the world they use the prepaid meter and everything is calculated. So for things like that, when you're not in a room, turn off the AC. When you're not in the bathroom, turn off the heater. When you're not using the television, turn it off. If your freezer has been on for 3-4 days and your freezer is well blocked, turn it off for 24 to 48 hours and resume same thing later when it starts melting. There are so many things that you can save on when you do things like that. At the end of the month, your usage of maybe 10,000 naira card, if you use a prepaid meter, will last for maybe 2 months or 1 month and a few more weeks. That will help you regain the money you've lost before you start renewing that subscription again. So cut down on things like that. I know some houses that in the mornings they'll wake up, days is bright, light, it's light from the sky, and their outside light is still on. Like, that is one of my worst pet peeves in this world. Why won't you turn off your outside light when it's morning? Just explain to me. What are you lighting outside when there's natural light? So things like that are things that just make you spend more than you have anticipated. So put things like this into perspective and you'll be sure to save money this period. Trust me. It'll come in bits and pieces, but by the time you calculate everything at the end of the month, you will know how much you have saved from living a more frugal lifestyle. This savings also boils down to our data. Yes guys, our data. I know that there are some people that cannot do without data, but you can also save data by doing the following. Turn off your auto update on your phone or any device that is connected to your Wi-Fi device. Random subscriptions to online services like Hulu, Netflix, and even DSTV are not required this period. Choose one out of all of them and just continue with that one. You don't need to subscribe to all of them, because you're not only eating up your data, because you use data to watch these things, except DSTV where you subscribe and use your television, but you use data to watch Netflix, you use data to watch Hulu, and then you're still paying every month for the subscription. So you're wasting money from two angles. That's data and subscription. So cut down on things like that. You can still get decent movies to watch on Netflix. You can get same on DSTV, that's your regular TV subscription. You can even get same on YouTube. There are videos on YouTube. So just learn to cut down, and you don't need unnecessary things like this, because to me these are secondary spending. Next on my list is household saving. If you're from a household where you have 2 or more cars and everybody has one to themselves, you might want to cut down this period and use just one. Moreover, nobody is going anywhere, the kids are at home, so there's no school runs. The only place I believe that anybody is going to at this period or at this time is the supermarket. So you and your husband or whoever you share the car with can take turns. When this person comes back, the other person goes out, so you save money on fuel and servicing of the car and so many other things. Sometimes your car battery can break down, that is another expense on its own. But if you downsize to just one car, you know that, oh, this is the only one we are maintaining this period. Also, in the aspect of cooking gas at home, if you're cooking things that are very hard to cook, say beans, brown beans, black beans, okwa, for those that do that, you can do that outside using firewood. I know that in America too, they use firewood. They have the burner where you put the charcoal underneath, and you can cook outside to save gas. Also, if you're boiling water, if you're not from a house that you have heaters in your bathroom and you're boiling water, don't boil water individually. Use a big pot and boil water where every member of the family can come and take scoops and have their bath within a time frame. Not this one is having the person's bath in the morning, the person will go and boil the person's water. This one is having in the night, the person will go and boil another water. All of this, you're wasting gas. The one that one, whether I'm saving or not, that gets me angry is the one where people will be boiling noodles and egg goes with it. Then you boil your egg on in another pot on another gas with another water, then do the noodles in another pot. For me, it doesn't make sense. To save gas, wash your eggs properly, like wash it really well, the outer shell of it, and boil it alongside the noodles. Before the noodles get cooked, your egg is already cooked. It doesn't take more than 3 minutes to get a good hard-boiled egg. So just save money from things like this. Like they say, little droplets always make an ocean. So saving from little things like this will just help you curtail your spending and help you not go broke this period. Before you know it, we're out of this dark space that the whole world is experiencing now. Yeah, if you have any other saving tips that you want to share with people, just let us know in the comment section. I just wanted to keep this simple and relatable to everyone. I didn't want to make it look very financially appropriate. Just the little things in your household that you can tweak here and there, and it will make a huge difference. That was the aim of this video. Thank you Soti again for this idea. I really loved filming it, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two from it. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's all part of engagement, and it helps me know the type of videos you want to see here on my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do well to do so by clicking on that button that spells subscribe at the right hand side and the bell icon that shows up after, so you are notified each time I post a video. I also have my subscribe button link in my description box, so you might as well just click on that and it redirects you to where you can subscribe immediately. Okay, like I said earlier, I put up videos here 3 times a week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. So please subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next one. This concludes my everyday uploads for a week. I love you so much for watching all of them, and I love you still if you don't watch all of them, because I know that you will go and update yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in my next one. Bye guys.